I think I've lost count how many times my teenagers have either lost or damaged their devices beyond hope. So why should I buy them an $800 phone? No, I'm going to buy them a $200 phone. So today's show is as much for me as it is for you. And right at the top of this list is the Moto G4 Play. Lenovo's Moto G4 Play enters the market with a low price tag, solid specs, and a familiar design language many have grown to love. It sports a 5-inch HD display, solid Snapdragon 410 processor, 2 GB of RAM, an 8 megapixel rear camera that's great for snapping the occasional photo. Plus, you get a removable 2800 mAh battery, which is a feature many manufacturers have been leaving out of their phones lately. Geeks are going to love that. And you're going to see a trend here, because the second option on our list is the Motorola Moto E4. Many people don't want to spend a lot of money on a mobile phone, but they also don't want just a feature phone that's only made for voice and text messages. The Moto E4 is an Android 7.1 Nougat handset that is geared to those people. This 5-inch phone has a plastic body, and inside it has a quad-core Qualcomm Snapdragon 425 processor with a clock speed of 1.4 GHz. The display has a 1280 by 720 resolution and a decent amount of memory with 2 GB of RAM. It has a 16 GB onboard storage with a microSD card slot for adding up to 128 GB of additional storage. The front-facing camera is pretty good at 5 megapixels, while the rear camera has 8 megapixels, with features like autofocus and 4-piece composite lens and LED flash. The Moto E4 has a removable 2800 mAh battery that is supposed to offer a full day's worth of use on a single charge. It even has a fingerprint sensor, which is something most new phones at this price tag don't have. But you should know that the Moto E4 won't win any performance or design awards, but it manages to pack some decent hardware specs in a package that's near rock bottom price tag. And finally, let's talk about the Moto G5 Plus. If you're in the market for an affordable, cheap phone under $250, look no further. Lenovo's Moto G5 Plus is one of the best cheap Android phones on the market, and for good reason. The 1080p display is vibrant and perfect for watching YouTube videos and surfing the web. And the big 3000 mAh battery will help you keep going all day long. Plus the Snapdragon 625 processor coupled with 2 or 4 GB of RAM, this thing can basically handle anything you throw at it. And for those of you interested in a bare-bones software experience, you'll be happy to hear that the G5 Plus runs a very slimmed-down version of Android 7.0 Nougat. Now, my overall goal with these types of lists is to give you our general but highlighted view of each individual option. If we go through all the specs, the show gets really long and really boring. But if you click on the link description below, it will give you the specific specs and also give you the current prices because prices change. So check that out. What do you think of our list? I'm sure a year from now there will be other options, but for this point in time, those are some of the best options out there. Meet Jeremy Shoemaker, otherwise known as Shoe Money, and he became famous for this photo where he showed off a check that he made from Google AdSense. And he's become so good at making online businesses that he made an announcement that he does not start a new business unless he can secure the business's name in a .com. Now, why is that exactly? Well, no domain name extension tells your story with the same degree of trust as a .com or .net domain name. .com and .net domain name extensions inject credibility into your online presence. And who doesn't want to be credible? And don't forget, you get 15% off when you use our coupon code ANDROID. When you think domain names, think domain.com. Now, I had to come back here and talk to you because I know what some of you are thinking. Jace, you're a Motorola fanboy. Oh yeah, I've been a Samsung fanboy. I've been anti-Samsung. I think someone said I was a spy for China one time. I mean, come on. I mean, Motorola is kicking it when it comes to entry-level phones right now. There are other options. You know, the Huawei 6S is a good option, but the show would have dragged on forever. There's lots of other options out there. Do your research. Check out the link below, and it goes into more detail. Let me know in the comments below. If I'm wrong, let me know. If you think I'm a spy for Guatemala, let me know that too, I guess.